Well, hello and welcome to the Modern Yin Podcast. I'm your host, Kimberley Roberts of SolefulYin, and I am so glad you're here. I want to take a moment to help you understand what this space is all about, especially if you're new here, and how this podcast can support you. This podcast is really geared for busy women, especially over the age of 40, who feel like they're constantly on the go, taking care of everything and everyone, but you know what? Not taking care of themselves. And over time, that can start to look like feeling burnt out, overwhelmed, tense, tired, but wired, or just disconnected. What I share here is a different approach. Instead of pushing harder or doing more, we focus on slowing down, supporting your nervous system, and creating a sense of safety in your body. Because here's the thing, when your body feels safe, everything starts to shift. Your energy improves, your mind becomes clear, your body softens, and you begin to feel more like yourself again. Inside this podcast, you'll find simple practices using yin yoga, acupressure, reflexology, breath work, mindfulness. These are all designed to fit into what I call real life, even when you only have a couple of minutes. And if you're looking for more support, you can come and join me inside my Patreon. That's where I share full yin yoga classes, guided practices for emotional support, nervous system resets, and even nourishing recipes to support your overall well-being. It's really a space where you can go deeper at your own pace and in a way that feels supportive, not overwhelming. So whether you're listening while walking, resting, or just taking a moment for yourself, I'm so glad you're here because you've landed in the right place. Take a deep breath, let those shoulders soften, and let's begin. Hey there. Welcome back to the Modern Yin Podcast. I'm Kimberley Roberts of SolefulYin, and I am so happy to continue this conversation this month about coming back to your body. This has been a journey that we've been on here, and we've already explored what it means to truly listen to the messages our bodies have been basically telling us all along. Last week we talked about exhaustion and how fatigue isn't always something to fight. Sometimes it's our body's way of asking us for care. So today I'd love to take that conversation just one step further. And before I get into it, I just want to say that if you haven't listened to the other two episodes, actually last 3 episodes this month, definitely go and take a look at those and listen to them because it'll just give you a little bit more context, okay? Now, when we talk about listening is just one thing. But trusting what we hear is something entirely different. So, what do I mean by that? So, we don't always trust what we feel. I mean, put your hand up here if that you have ever second guessed yourself. I have. Many times my mind has overwritten what my body was telling me. I mean, I'm getting way better at not living from my neck up. But here are just some examples. Like when your body says, I'm tired, your mind often will go, no, not really. You'll be fine. Just keep going. And your body will give you a clue like, hello, we need to take a break. And your mind will be like, no, we just got started. Not yet. Keep going. When your body says, oh, that doesn't feel right, then your mind starts justifying and making excuses. And here's the thing, for so many of us, this has become automatic. And I want to just say that it's not because we're doing anything wrong. It's because we've just literally been believing our minds deserve more authority than our body does. That somehow it's like, well, it's the brain. Your mind knows everything. But not always. The body knows. It's just asking us to really pay attention, to trust what it's telling us. And trust isn't dramatic. But when we hear that word trust, we often imagine something like huge, right? Like, oh, but trust is usually built in very ordinary moments, to be honest with you. Like going to bed when you're tired instead of scrolling for another freaking hour. Drinking water because your body is thirsty and asking for it. Taking a walk because you're feeling anxious and your body needs movement and it feels nourishing to do that. Saying no when your whole body is literally vibrating, asking for space. These moments may seem small, right? Like drinking the water, taking the walk, saying no. But here's the thing. Every time that we listen to the body and we trust what it's saying, we're actually compounding that trust. And that trust continues to grow, and then it becomes easier to trust what the body is saying because we're starting to pile together evidence. And a lot of the times, the mind needs the evidence, right? If we go back to always living from the neck up, like the mind will go, yeah, but you know what? We did that last time and look at how it turned out. See? Right? But the mind is always looking for evidence because it's always trying to keep us safe. But we have to build the trust. But your body has already earned your trust. So this is something I'd love for you to consider. No matter what your age is right now, your body has carried you through every season of your life. It's adapted. It's protected you. It's healed. It's recovered. It kept breathing while you were sleeping. Kept your heart beating without asking for any kind of recognition. And even when you ignored your body, it continued showing up for you. So maybe, just maybe, it's earned a little more trust than we've actually been giving it. Right? But what gets in the way? And like, why is trust so difficult? Because many of us have been rewarded for overriding ourselves. We were praised for pushing through, for staying busy, for putting everybody else first, for ignoring the discomfort. The world loves to celebrate endurance and productivity. But does it actually celebrate healing? Not so much. But healing also asks something different. It asks us to slow down long enough so that we can actually hear ourselves again. Because when you're running around like a hamster on a wheel and you're not pausing, you are not in your body, you're in your head. And there's no healing happening there. None. This is why I love Yin so much, because it gives us the opportunity to pause. So this week, I'd love to invite you to make just a small little promise to yourself, to your body, okay? Not 10. Don't make a big long list as soon as you start hearing this. Just one, okay? One promise. Maybe it's like, you know what? I'm going to go to bed when I actually feel tired. And if that's like 7:30 p.m., I'm going to do it. Maybe it's like, you know what? Somebody asks me to do something. Maybe I'm going to pause first. Really think about it before I say yes, because I might say no. Maybe it's like, you know what? Before I have to actually open up my laptop and start work today, I'm going to take 5 deep breaths with my eyes closed. Because every little small promise that you make and that you actually execute builds trust. And that's just like what happens in every relationship. You're always building trust. And trust over time compounds. Just like the evidence over time compounds. So one of my favorite things about this month, what I've been sharing, is realizing that our bodies have never actually stopped being on our side. They've never stopped communicating to us. They've never stopped trying to guide us. And maybe one of the greatest gifts we can actually offer ourselves is believing our body and what it's telling us. Because every time that you make a decision and you start to collect the evidence, you're compounding the trust in yourself. And sometimes when you don't necessarily get what you desire, it's okay, because you're still building trust and you're still building evidence of like, okay, well, you know what, next time that's not the way to go. But again, we're not looking for perfection here. Next week, I want to tie this whole month's conversation together by exploring what life begins to look like when we actually stop living from our heads and we begin living from our bodies, right? So until then, ditch the judgment. Be gentle with yourself. Keep taking time to pause and listen, and keep trusting the process. Just one little promise to yourself at a time. Just one. And I'll see you next week. If today's episode supported you in any way, the next best step is to come practice with me. Inside my Patreon, I share simple yin yoga, acupressure, reflexology, and nervous system practices designed for busy women who want to feel calm, grounded, and back in their bodies without needing a ton of time. You'll also find full classes, guided practices, and even nourishing recipes to support your well-being. Until next time, take a deep breath, slow things down, and take care of you. And I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks so much for pressing play today.